Feeling down, depressed, and lonely? It's a quote from an Iron Maiden song. Well, instead of advising you to do what they advise you to do, I'm going to give you a little bit of different advice. We live in a world that we are constantly bombarded with outside sources of influence, right? We get lost in the mix of the things that go on in today's society. Now, sometimes clinical depression is clinical depression. You have a chemical imbalance. You were raised in a particular way. You experienced certain things that caused you to develop the conditions that you currently suffer with right now. But, as many studies show, most antidepressive drugs and antidepressive treatments are overprescribed and are causing their own set of problems in our society. Most of what you and I would call feeling depressed is not clinical depression. Feeling down, feeling lonely, feeling a little worthless sometimes, I think is a natural part of everyone's life. We can get caught up in that. We get carried away, though, and we immediately want a diagnosis because then we can say we've got something and we can kind of show that off to people or whatever. Now, I'm not saying that people that say that they have depression are doing it for attention. That's not what I'm saying. But if you walk around on a daily basis and you feel like your life could be something more, you need to ask yourself, what are you doing to make your life something more? Are you waiting for someone else to make your life better for you? Are you waiting for society to make your life better for you? Because that's not going to happen. You need to make your life better for you. So, here's a piece of advice on how you could do that. Make a checklist. Make a checklist, physically write a list. People, they all type it, or I'll make a voice memo with my phone. There's something about the writing process that ingrains something into the human mind. There's something about putting pen to paper that forces some sort of a mental connection with the physical world, right? I can't explain it. I can't link you to a study, but it's something that's kind of just proven itself to me and to other people. Writing a goal down, writing your goals down. Make a list of some pretty ambitious things that you want to do. They could be fun goals of like activities you want to do, windsurf, whatever. But make a list of things you want to accomplish. Get through X class this year. Read X book or books this year. Visit this family member or set of family members this month. Chat with long-lost friend from a while ago this week. Do those things. Write yourself a list and re-up that list on a weekly basis. Check the list daily. Check off things as you accomplish them. But at the end of each week, reevaluate. Look back on the past week. See what you did accomplish and what you didn't. You're probably not going to be able to accomplish 100% of your list, but that's okay. For me, what I've noticed, and for other people that I've talked to that have tried this thing, you notice that you're like at 70 to like 90% accomplishment rate with the things on your list, right? Your happiness, your state of mental happiness is directly related to how much you accomplish on that list. We spend so much time in our modern world with so much leisure time. We have so much free time. We kind of don't know what to do with it. And we've lost the ability to effectively fill that free time. This list, this idea, fills the free time. It stops your mind from wandering, from feeling lonely, from feeling depressed, from feeling anxious, from feeling like a loser, from comparing yourself to other people. It keeps you from spending time on social media, looking at other people's lives and taking that out of context and feeling like you're a loser compared to them. You need to ditch that Facebook and ditch that Instagram. Make this list. Follow it for a month. Do this for 1 month and look back. Now compare the state of being that you've got at the end of that 1 month with where you were before. And I promise you, you will notice a drastic difference. Drastic. Again, you're probably not going to be able to accomplish everything. 70% of your list, though, 75% to 90% accomplishment keeps you happy. It motivates you. And once you've done that first week, the second week, the third and the fourth actually don't become such a chore anymore. They become something you look forward to. Stop caring what other people think about what you're doing with your life. Stop caring what your parents think. Stop caring what your friends think. Stop caring what your siblings think. Stop caring what your coworkers think. You have to do what's best for you. No one will do what's best for you. Just as though there's only a certain length that you're going to go to for other people have limitations of where they're going to go to for you. No one else will make you happy. Not a friend, not a family member. Get rid of your Facebook, get rid of your Instagram. Those things prove that you do really care what other people think. You're worried about what's going on in other people's lives. You want to keep up with the Joneses. You want to compare yourself to them. And if you're posting frequently on those things, that tells me and it tells everybody else that you really are terribly insecure, that you feel like you need to be a part of the world and outdoing your friends and the people that you're in contact with, right? That's the way that I see it. If you're on Facebook and you're spending a lot of time doing that type of thing, I don't care what your opinions are on that matter. I believe that stuff to be damaging, and I believe that it's contributing to this overarching theme that I see online where people are just have some incurable depression and they can't figure out where it comes from, where it stems from. You spend all your time comparing yourself to other people. That cannot be good for your brain. Anyway, try this out. I know it'll work for you. It worked for me. It works for a lot of other people. Anyone who tries this is convinced that it works. The problem is trying it and taking that first step. That's the hard part. Do that. It gets easier from there. I hope it helps.